Three, two, one. Welcome to this published author's interview. My name is Kenneth Muyingo, and with me I have a special guest that I will be interviewing. But first, I just want to mention that if you watch this interview and you would like to write a book yourself, there's a link with this interview. Click on the link and join the group, become an author, and write your first book. And with that said, I would like to get into the interview and ask my guest to say hello to you and to introduce herself.
Hello, I'm Helen Connor. I'm the daughter of Nell and Harry Connor, the sister of Elizabeth, Marianne and Roma Connor, the new sister of Colin Dowell, Ivan Connor and Sue Connor, Sue Breakspear, and the mother of Rachel, Megan and Sarah, and I'm a lifelong learner.
Very nice. Wow. Quite a profile. Thank you so much. And you are a lifelong learner. And
Learner.
very nice. Have you, you have also written some books, right?
Yes. I've written Conspiracy of Doves and A Brightness in the Dark. And I'm currently writing 3 books, 2 adult books and a children's book.
Amazing.
Going back and forth between them.
Very nice. So which one is your most recent book? The most recent?
Conspiracy of Doves.
Conspiracy of Doves.
Yes.
Wow, quite a title. Can you tell us about your vision, the vision that you have for Conspiracy of Doves?
I wanted to write a book that would redress the injustice done to Giordano Bruno, who was a student of the art of memory and who was murdered by the Pope at the time in the 17th century for telling the truth.
Wow.
And I also wanted to redress the injustice done to the African American people when they were made slaves.
Conspiracy of Doves. Wow, these are quite very sensitive topics, and thank you so much for making the time to write about this. What inspired you to write this book, Conspiracy of Doves?
It was reading 2 other books. A History of Black Scientists and Inventors was one, and the other was The Art of Memory by Dame Frances Yates. And the 2 things together put the idea into my head to write the book.
I see. And how did you choose the topic for the book?
The topic came to me of its own. I wanted to save the life of Giordano Bruno, and I wanted to put a black child on the throne of England. So that was my inspiration.
Wow. To put a black child on the throne of England.
Yes. I think we need some black in the Union Jack.
Wow. I see. I agree with you. So you said you have published already 2 books and you were working on 3 other books. Is that right?
Yes.
Wow, that's 5. Do you consider yourself as a naturally talented writer, or is writing a skill that you've developed over time?
I've always written. My first memories of primary school are of being praised for a story I wrote about how the barley got his beard, and also a poem I wrote about chocolate, which rhymed chocolate with sheerate. So that made quite an impression on me, and I kept writing from that time on. And writing is something I do daily. So I think if you write daily, you can't help but get better.
You write daily. Wow, that is really good indeed. And the things that we do repeatedly, it's I've had it said that the things that we do repeatedly, it's not that uh, they become easier, but rather our ability to do them increases.
Yes.
So nice that you say that we get better when we do it.
Yes.
When you look back on your own journey, what would you tell me is the one thing that has happened to you personally that has had the greatest impact on you writing books?
I think having parents who told us stories. My mum and my dad both told us stories, and it puts the idea into your head that stories are important. So I think that would be the major thing.
I see. I see. Indeed, stories are important, and sometimes we have stories that are not shared or that have not been told yet, and
Yes.
it is important for us to put this message out because it could be the inspiration that somebody else needs to get to the next level of their life.
Yes. Yes, I think everyone has a story to tell.
Indeed. Everyone has a story to tell. That's right. I agree with you completely. And are you currently working on any other projects?
I'm working on a children's book about numbers, a pop-up book.
Tell me about that. Children's book about numbers.
Yes. It's a very simple idea. It's showing the number 1 with 1 colour, number 2 with 2 colours, number 3 with 3 colours, and so on, up to number 10. And they just pop up and basically give a visual of, because it's a very simple idea, but as far as I can tell, it hasn't been done yet.
Wow. So number 1 is just 1 color. Number
Yes.
2, wow, it's very beautiful. I can see
Yes.
it. Wow, very unique. Run with it. It's I'm looking forward to hearing more about this one. And what is the
Yes.
title of the book that you're working with?
Actually, I haven't thought of a title for it, so maybe you can think of a title and tell me.
Aha. Numbers and colors. Sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Well, but this is very nice. Thank you so much. And if somebody watches this interview and they would like to buy your books, where can people buy your books?
They're on Amazon.
They're on Amazon. Very
Yes.
nice.
And for the first 10 people to email me at cinnamonbrandy@gmail.com, I will email them a copy of my book if they agree to write a review for me.
Very nice. Very nice. We will put the links with the interview and also your email so that people can contact you about this. And so people, the best place to contact you is through your email?
Yes.
Okay. And
cinnamonbrandy@gmail.com.
And is there any other communication channel besides the email? Social media platforms?
I'm on Facebook.
Okay, very nice.
I don't use Twitter.
Okay.
I haven't really got to grips with Twitter.
I understand. So Facebook, we will put the link to your Facebook as well so that people can connect with you. And thank you so much for this wonderful interview, Helen. And I just wanted to ask, before we close the interview, is there anything else that we have not touched on in the interview that you would like to mention?
Yes, I think everyone should do the core program by Peggy Brill. It keeps your body young.
The core program by Peggy Brill.
Yeah, BRILL.
Very nice.
It just prevents you from being injured. So I think as people age, it's important to look after the body.
Indeed. Well, thank you so much for this, and it was wonderful, and it was a pleasure as well as a privilege for me to be able to do this interview with you.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you very
welcome.
much. It's been a pleasure.
You're welcome.